Hey everybody, this video is just going to be a quick introduction and kind of a preview of the Cards of Change I Ching card deck. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of open it up and you'll get a sense of what the deck looks like and what you can expect when you pick one up. So as you can see, the outside of the box is a full wraparound design. It's a nice continuous image. And I'll try and get this on the webcam as best I can, but no promises. So yeah, that's about it. On the back is just a little bit of information about the deck itself. And it describes that for you. I mean, you know, it's a box. It's a box. Looks nice. I think it looks nice. I'm happy with the way it turned out. But it's a box, so let's open the box because that's where the cool stuff is. So, as you do, you open the top of the box and remove the contents. Pretty standard procedure. And then you get the cards. We're looking at the back of the deck right now. The back of the deck is reversible. That way you won't be able to cheat and avoid drawing something that may be reversed. The design itself is very spacey. I happen to like that motif myself. The other thing is it's kind of a spiral design, which I think caught the yin-yang. And then you've got some trigrams here of full yang, full yin, but they reverse. So you'll never know what you're going to draw, which is necessary for this kind of approach. So that's it. I mean, that's the back of the deck. You get one picture, and it's on all the cards. So not much else to say there. So, being the case, let's flip the cards over. And now we're looking at the faces. So, this card, so we've got, in this case, the 53rd hexagram. And as you can see, these images are full size, they're without border. There's no edge except for where the card was cut. And then there's just a nice clean hexagram put over the image and the number for handy reference. Hexagram 54, number 14. So each of these images in the background has been selected to match, more or less, the elements and makeup of the hexagram and the trigrams specifically. So these are some good examples here. Okay, so hexagram 14. On this card we have hexagrams are made up of trigrams, so it's the bottom three and the top three. And in this particular one, we have fire above and heaven below. So for heaven, I tried to use space imagery, or really celestial imagery, and above is the fire. So in this case, I chose to use an image of the sun, which is a solar heavenly body with a solar flare coming off of it. So in that regard, fire being the solar flare, the active part, are above the sun itself in this case. Another example, which is great because 13 and 14 are inversions of one another, or flipped rather. So here we have heaven above the fire. So it's a nice nighttime scene. The sky, heaven, the night sky is above the fire below in the trigram. And so the deck continues in this way, with each image matching the trigrams as closely as could be done. Some are more directly matching, and others are a little more abstract due to the nature of the image that the I Ching presents. So here we have 52, hex 52, and we've got a mountain over the mountain. And so in the foreground there's a mountain, and in the background there's a mountain. Hex 12, we have the image of heaven over the earth, so the projective over the receptive. So it's a nice nighttime scene of the stars over kind of an earthy background, and that's what you can expect, guys. That's how the deck was thought out and arranged. So these photos all try to capture the image presented in the I Ching whenever possible. Not all of them were as easy as others. Fire on top of the mountain, and some of them are a little more directed towards the commentary that the I Ching gives. but not all of them are as strict. Some of them are a little more abstract. For instance, this one kind of speaks of a harvest. It's biting through is the translation of it, but in this case it's more of a nourishment thing. And it talks about that a little bit in the book itself. So we're not way off base. 58, 2 lakes, lake over lake. And some of them are more structured on the structure of the hex itself. So in this, the I Ching talks about something that's more or less about to fall. There's only one strong line left at the top, only the one yang line is left. And so I thought it was a nice image that would fit that. It matches it visually and conceptually. So some of them are a little more based on that kind of commentary. And I know I'm going a little fast, but there's a lot of cards, and so we'll just focus on my favorite ones. You'll have your own favorites, I'm sure. I love this one. I'm really happy with this one. This one wasn't exactly easy to think of an image for, but we got lucky and found the image of the fox on the ice, which is more or less exactly what the I Ching talks about in this particular hexagram. The fox has to be careful not to get his tail wet while traversing the ice. Things are not yet finished. And this is the last hexagram in the I Ching. So it ends on kind of a note of cycle again, which is a theme throughout the I Ching. Even though you're at the end, well, things just may be beginning anew. Another nice one. It's fire over fire, so it's just an inferno. And then we finish off with the little extra card that kind of describes the use and information about the deck for your edification, should you buy one. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you can actually use this deck. The I Ching is quite a bit different in the way that it asks you to consult it. The modern usage is to flip 3 coins, and then depending on the outcome, you will generate one line of the hexagram at a time until the hexagram is complete. So you'll be making 6 lines based on the outcome of your coin tosses. Now keep in mind, an important feature of the I Ching is the changing line. These aren't just static situations like you might generate using the tarot, which is another card-based method of divination. So traditionally, the I Ching doesn't really jive with cards due to the static nature of a single card. I found a method that I enjoy. I implemented with this particular deck. So basically, what you would do is you'd have a question in mind. Okay, I'm sure you've got a bunch of them. We all do. Pick one and shuffle the deck while you're thinking about the question. Please, of course, feel free to partake in any ritual methods that you would like to do. But basically, once you get things situated nicely and you feel it's time to draw a card, do so. So 63 in this case, hex 63. To me, it is right side up. So we would just assume there was no changing lines. In this case, there's no old yin or yang lines. The situation is as such. And so we would just open up our copy of the I Ching. Head over to hex 63. By the way, I personally love this particular edition of the I Ching. If you guys can see without the glare. However, let's say that we pulled this in a reverse way. So it's upside down to me. It's upside down to anyone watching. It's probably right side up. And let's say you pulled it upside down. Okay, great. Now we know that there are changing lines involved. So what you would do is think of your question again and shuffle the rest of the deck. Shuffle, 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 think, think, think. Perform your rituals. And now draw another card. So we pulled hex 46. So you would look at these as if they were right side up. The original situation was hex 63 and it's changing into hex 46. So you look at the lines that are changing in between these two. In this example, we have change here and we have the change here going from yin to yang. And finally, at the bottom base starting line, we have the change from yang to yin. So there are a total of 3 changing lines. What you would do is you would read your copy of the I Ching, you turn to 63 and read the commentary for those changing lines. But the important thing to look into is to read the overall information on the hexagrams and then changing lines on 63. And that will get you your quick and easy I Ching consultation without the need of generating each hexagram by another means. Okay guys, so that's about it for this little preview here. We got a nice glimpse into the art of the deck, which by the way, I would like to thank pixabay.com. They provided all the images in this deck. It's a wonderful website. All of the images are Creative Commons licensed. Go there, give them some support. Check out the deck itself. You can go to the link below, the link in the video, whatever. I'll put it in there. You'll be able to find it easy peasy, and you'll be pulling your own hexagrams like a pro in no time at all. Thanks a lot for checking this out, guys. I hope you have an excellent day, an excellent week, an excellent month, an excellent year. I'll catch you guys later.